Hello everyone, welcome to Tech on Cloud. This is your host Abhishek Kushwaha and I am back with another interesting video on this channel which is regarding implementation of a chatbot using Golang. Okay, so the interesting fact about this video is that I am not using any predefined libraries or frameworks for implementing the chatbot. I would be using two simple packages which is FMT and strings to implement the chatbot. And the second thing, why I am creating this video. Okay, so guys, someone we can I would not like to disclose the name, but he was a I think second year student. He told me that he want some help in implementing something like this only because he was practicing. He told me, so I just wanted to create a video like if someone is needed to know how this chatbot is implemented in simple way, they can have a look in Golang. Okay, so talking about the program, uh, as I told, I will be using two simple packages, FMT and strings, plus I would be using a data structure which is in the form of a key value pair, and that is map. Okay, so Python users, you also know that there is map. Okay, so you may be having some idea how it is implemented and how we compare things there. Okay, so let's move on some to do some practical stuffs. So I have my VS Code open and file name chatbot.go. So let's implement the basic things for a Golang program, that is package main import fmt func main, that is function main, curly braces. Yeah, that's all I need. I don't need any external function to work for me in the chatbot. Okay, as I told, it would be a very simple program. Okay, so starting first, let's declare our data structure, that is map. So map would be having some values in it, so I would be using a variable to store that. So we can say that queries, queries, shorthand declaration, and then declaring a map. So this would be a key string, this will be the value string. Okay, and we would be using curly braces to hold some value. We would be putting something in it because this would be the this is the place where we would be using for response uh, pickup. Okay, for picking up the response on basis of the key only. So let's comment it out fast. Defining a map for possible response and queries. Okay, now it looks good. Yeah, the next step, guys, we can try to implement is that as soon as we suppose run the program, we want something to prompt out. Okay, yeah, welcome to this and that, to like when we try to access the Paytm or phone pay assistant, it says welcome to this. Okay, so something like that. So we can add a simple print statement here, fmt.println, using syntax of a Go language. Then it tells us welcome to the customer service chatbot. I think that would be the most suitable we can give. Service chatbot. Yeah, yeah, now it's done. So we got our branding, or we can say that the first line which would be appearing when we run the program. Okay, now next we want to take input, means that our bot needs input to respond back. Okay, So let's try to implement an input method. Okay, and we will be using a variable here to store that input. So let's do that. First it would say fmt dot println customer, it would be string, no, customer query. Okay, and colon, and we will make a variable to store that input, and that variable would be in the form of a string. Press enter. Then how we take input, we take input using fmt dot scanln. We use println to print, scanln to take the input from the user, and we use and signature for with the variable to know. So we here we using a query variable. So this query variable will store the input value. Okay, okay, here we took the input. We can just comment it out for the interest, for understanding. This is input from the customer. Okay, then what next? Next is that we want to compare the key value. Okay, before going to this part, let's put some value in the variable queries, which is in the form of key value. So let me explain you something. The logic is that this query, which is the customer input, would be compared with the key of the map queries. Okay, uh, let me highlight and show you. So this is the customer input variable, which is query, and it would be matched here with this key. Okay, and this key is holded by queries. Okay, uh, we are declared using we have declared map using this one. So this queries is holding that key value, and that will compare with a key which I would be giving with a response. So say uh, it says when we run welcome to the customer service chatbot, and now next input is to be given by me. That means I am a user here. So suppose user says hello. Okay, so now what is done, that hello would be stored in the query variable, which I have highlighted in line number 16, and that would be compared with the line number 7 queries. And what value it will be hunting for? It would be hunting for hello. So let's make it hello, and that key, as we said, it is in the form of a string, hello, and its value is hi there, how can I help you? Okay, so let me explain it now, the full functioning. So this variable, which is holding up the input of the user, will compare this key hello. So suppose we give hello here as an input, and then what happens next? Then the pointer, or a say can program pointer, goes to this line number 7 and check for this hello keyword from the key value. Okay, if it is matched, means hello is present in the map, then the response means the value is given out. So if we give hello, it would be giving out hi there, how can I help you? That is from the bot. Okay, I hope it is clear. If it is not clear, comment it out in the comment box, and I would be happy to help you all. Okay, so let's try to implement something like that, and it says that query matches a known query in the map. Okay, I suppose I just this variable queries would be missing out this pronunciation from my side. So for that, just trying to explain it in a good way. So if any matches, let's write it out. Okay, so when we go into documentation of this map, we would see how the values are compared. Okay, so we would be using that method. So we would be creating one variable response. Okay, and if we are checking, as I told just now, we would be checking this input is present in the map, then give that response, otherwise give a default response. Okay, so let's make response and okay. Okay, then queries and query under that. Okay, so what it says, uh, we have declared a response variable and we are checking in the map queries variable for the word query. Okay, query, not word, the value which is stored in that query. Okay, then what next? If it's not okay, if it's not okay, then what we need to do, we have to give a default response. Okay, if it is not present, suppose we have to get something like it is not there, use something else, something like that. Okay, so let's make a default key here, that is here. uh, okay, yeah, so default is created. Now we have to add something here in map for the default to give. Okay, so default colon, what we can say, it can say I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't understand your query. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, so now we have got the default. So now the condition is fulfilled if it is not there. So now next, if it is there, what we need to do, we need to give the response. Okay, for that we have to use simple printf method, println, sorry, println, and it would be having bot response and the value is response. Okay, yeah, now I think it's clear. Now let's comment it out straight away. Check matches the known query. Okay, now let's comment it out, response when the query does not match. Okay, I hope that's clear. Response when query matches. Okay, yeah, now good to go, we have fulfilled our condition. Now next what? So next we need one more thing, that we need some key which would terminate it. Okay, like we have a conversation with someone and we say hello, acha, means we can say goodbye and the conversation is closed here. Okay, the window is closed for conversation. Now something like this needs to be implemented here also. So we have to create one more key which would be bye or goodbye, something like that, and that would be breaking the flow of the program and exiting the terminal. Okay, so how it can be implemented, it's very simple. We have to just take the our input and compare it with the key, which is goodbye. Okay, and break. Goodbye, we are creating a key here, and it would say bye, have a great day. Okay, we saved it. Okay, now next what comes is that we have the basic uh, we can see that code here for our chatbot. It's almost done. I'm just commenting it out. Now next what? Okay, so this conversation has to be in the loop. Okay, okay guys, like we are getting the response, then we are giving another input for that response, so that loop is to be maintained first of all. So what we can do, we can after this first statement, which is welcome to the for customer service chatbot, we can add a for statement. Okay, so this for would be here. Let me give it a good. Okay, now this we have put the query in the for. So now I expect it works like response means input response, like that messaging happens in a way. Okay, now next what I think one more thing we can implement, that is mm suppose sometimes we give in our input in the form of a capital letters. Okay, and with the not proper indexing and all. Okay, so for that we can use this string package which I was saying. So to means we take the query and the query is modified and it is compared, because we are storing in lowercase only. No, so it would be detecting it in a lowercase. So just try I will try to implement something query, because we are using this input only. Then there is method in strings to bring the character to the lower level, that is to lowercase, that is to lower, I think to capital L. Okay, yeah, to lower. Then what we can do, we can trim the space, means the white space, extra white space we can also remove. So for that I can, there is also one function which is trim space, trim space, and that would be also, yeah. Now for that it is, we have to give a value to it. Now it good, so we have to comment it out, what does this do. So this basically converts query to lower case and remove white space. Okay, we are good to go now. One thing that is strings. Okay, let me properly format it. Okay, so it looks good. Now I should run it. So I'm opening the terminal here. So going to the path cd github uh, cd my workspace, then to my okay chatbot.go. Now let's run it. Go run chatbot.go. Okay, we have some error. Okay, I got it. We have to compare it. Then we see what's the next expected new line on the line number 11. Okay, yeah, so the map value needs a comma in the last. Yeah, clear. I'm also implementing it in the first time only, so that's why. mm, okay, so we have declared query above, so no need. Yeah, now it's running. Okay, so what can we say? uh, yeah, we have stored something now. Hello bot response, hi there, how can I help you? Okay, one more thing, why this customer query is not taking in that line itself. I will tell you that problem. Now let's terminate the conversation by saying goodbye. Okay, yeah, it's terminating, so it's working well. Okay, you saw I had some errors because I was implementing it first time only. mm, then yeah, we need a one space here. This should now fix it. No. Okay, let me check for the bot response. Okay, it's simple print. Okay, it's not carrying any value. Okay, let's change it to print. Yeah, now it's working good. So let's terminate it, clear it. Yeah, now let's check the final output. we say okay, this is the default bot response. I'm sorry, I didn't understand your query. Okay, now say goodbye. uh, it should terminate the session for the chat. Okay, yeah, goodbye, bot is responding, bye, have a great day. Okay, I hope now that's it clear. We can have a response according to us, like for ordering we can say order in the key. Response can be, can you provide me your order number or something like that. Next, I would be bringing a few more programs similar to this. Means it's good for practice, guys, if you are working on a language. So, and I would be bringing out the framework model also for this one soon. Uh, yeah, and if you want this code, it is present in my GitHub repo. I would be sharing link in the description. Just have a look. The repo would be Go Universe, and you can also contribute on that repo. If you have any findings on Go, content on Go, which you want to share with others, we can keep it there and let people have a look. So this is my Git repo, Zitri. Uh, no, so this Go Universe I can show. Yeah, so here we can you can find the code for this chatbot implementation, and it is also handled by one of my friend, Ashutosh Chandra. He's also a software engineer. We both means he's also a collaborator on this repo. Okay, yeah, that's all for today. If you find this implementation good, just comment in the comment box that it was good, and do subscribe my channel and like this video and share this video, and hit the bell icon so that you can get updates whenever I post some contents. Uh, yeah, that's all for today. Would be meeting you soon, guys. Till then,